your cab driver to be high on pot?
I am Katt Williams. I have not been around someone who wasn't high on pot for the past 15 years.
The truths they hiding from you. I risk my life to tell y'all these truths. I'm gonna tell you another one they'll have me crucified by the morning. Watch. All I gotta do is tell the truth. Watch this one. Wendy Williams is Bigfoot. There, I said it. It's out there. I can't take it back. The Bigfoot. Every time she go on hiatus, you see all type of sightings. So,
how you doing?
The woods, that's the truth. My name is Katt Williams. Thank you so much.
Do you want your cab driver to be high on pot? I am Katt Williams. I have not been around someone who wasn't high on pot for the past 15 years. Truth they hiding from you. I risk my life to tell you all these truths. I'ma tell you another one they'll have me crucified by the morning. Watch. All I got to do is tell the truth. Watch this one. Wendy Williams is Bigfoot. There, I said it. It say I can't take it back to every time she go hiatus. You see all type of sightings. How you doing, Wood? That's the truth. My name is Katt Williams. Thank you so much. Took it out of context with the people that we know want to grab an opportunity that's off the fact of the hype of the record rather than actually tuning in and listening. And can how hungry I am. Lot people think it's about, so everyone's caught up in arguing about who's winning in the Kendrick versus Drake feud. But then Katt Williams steps in to bring us back to reality. He's saying, hold up folks, the real winners here aren't the rappers, but the big shots behind the scenes. Specifically, he's pointing fingers at Universal Music CEO Lucian Gracatt's basically saying that while we're all busy taking sides, it's the big wigs like Lucian who are cashing in. Universal Music owns a bunch of your favorite rappers. Kendrick signed a big deal with them in October 2002. And even Kanye was with them until recently when he got dropped for some controversial stuff. And then there's Drake, who's rumored to be Lucian's favorite. People say Drake gets special treatment because of his background. So while fans are picking teams, it's really the guys in suits who are making bank. It cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to like this is his job, to go against God. Drake, I'm glad I'm ignorant to it. I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside. People keep bringing it up, and Tony keeps trying to tell Room, no, 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 you're not dragging me into this nonsense. No, it's a shot. I'm pretty sure Shid knows who what me. So when he comes out of sedation, sure, anybody who gets shot will tell you who shot them, right? Yeah. But if the police say no, nobody shot him, I believe nobody shot him. And if nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac. And if nobody shot Tupac, it's the same nobody that shot Malcolm. And if nobody shot him, that's the same person that shot Malcolm X too. It's a lot of nobodies out there, and nobody minds if nobody comes up missing, right? That don't bother nobody, does it? Certainly doesn't bother me. Are you not afraid about being blackmailed again? These are some power people. These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything that includes blessings for his people. You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul at Hollywood is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. But I'm not scared of being the competition. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. They have all the assets and resources. And we don't, but let us get on the line, boy. And see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. All of these shortcut takers, they canal me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out. But he offered to suck my pee in front of all my people at my agency. I told him, know what y'all do. And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down behind my back. I'm nothing, I'm just a regular old comedian. But in my face, no, 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 the king has walked in. And they have to respect it only because I'm not taking the shortcuts they pay you and not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. Okay, so here's the scoop on Drake's deal with Universal. In 2021, he reportedly signed this huge contract with Universal Music Group worth a jaw-dropping $400 to $500 million. That's a crazy amount of money, unlike anything we've seen before in the music biz. But get this, it's not just about the cash. There's talk that Drake might have gotten some ownership over other artist music too. Rumor has it he was even trying to snag Kendrick's rights on the down low, which could explain why they're not seeing eye to eye. Kendrick even dropped a diss track where he's calling out Drake and his crew for some shady business, accusing them of things like exploitation and other stuff. And then Kanye chimed in talking about Lucian Gras and calling him Drake's rich sugar daddy. And let's not forget Lucian's caught up in some legal drama with accusations flying around about him funding sketchy operations. There's some serious stuff going down with Lucian Gras, the big boss at Universal Studios. He's under investigation for allegedly helping P. Diddy with some illegal activities. And it looks like he's taken the heat for it. And get this, word on the street is that Lucian might have given Drake a heads up to calm things down after Kendrick's accusations about exploitation. That might explain why Drake's latest track is getting a lot of heat. It's like he's trying to squash the drama with his music. But here's where things take a dark turn. Katt Williams is dropping some hints that if Kendrick starts speaking out against Universal, it could end badly for him. He's even suggesting that artists who go against the big labels don't have good outcomes, and Katt's not stopping there. He's saying that when rappers get assassinated, someone higher up is making money off their demise. Remember Michael Jackson and Prince? They both had issues with their labels before they passed away. Michael even suspected that his label was after his music before he passed. Marine News is not picking up this lawsuit, is not paying attention to Diddy at all, is because of this man right here, Lucian Granish. He is one of the most powerful in all right. Let's break it down. So about this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, it's been brewing for a while now. It all started back in 2013 when Kendrick dropped that verse on Big C's track Control. But here's where it gets interesting. Katt Williams seems to be hinting that Lucian Grange and Universal might be pulling the strings behind the scenes. There's talk that they might have been involved in some shady business, even potentially being linked to the demise of that $20 million guy with them, making a whopping $60 million in return. And get this, word is that people from your city might have been involved in it. So while Drake and Kendrick's feud is grabbing headlines, there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes now. In that verse, Kendrick didn't hold back. He called out a bunch of rappers, including Drake and J. Cole. However, Kendrick later clarified that he wasn't dissing their skills or trying to start any beef. Instead, he was just putting it out there how determined he was to climb to the top of the game. So what might have seemed like shots fired was actually just Kendrick's way of expressing his hunger for success. He said, "I think the ones that really took it out of context were the people that wanted to grab an opportunity off the hype of the record rather than actually tuning and listening and knowing how hungry I am. A lot of people think it's about talent, and that's where they get it wrong. I'm saying I'm the most hungry in it. You get what I'm saying? I respect the legends in the game. I respect you. I'm saying people that have done it before. For me, you know, people that lost their lives over this. You know what I'm saying? So because of what they laid down, I'm going to try harder, you know, grind and live it." And that's the whole point of that verse, what I was trying to convey through that verse. Those the records that my parents played when I was growing up in the 90s. They play nothing but Oli Brothers Temptations all the way to Gangster Rap Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. So that was the influence. I said my first album I debuted, I wanted to make an album like this. But I was confident enough, so I had to. So when you look back on Kendrick's Control verse, it wasn't really meant as a diss, and most rappers took it in stride, even responding with their own songs. But Drake, he took it personally and got pretty sensitive about it. He commented, "I'm probably like as done as like the rest of the world is with that record." He seemed to feel that the hype around it was short-lived, saying it was like one of those sort of like fleeting like Twitter freens. He emphasized that he's all about longevity, wanting his music to stick around. Drake questioned whether Kendrick's mention of his name was disrespectful. He reflected on the decision-making process, suggesting Kendrick had to choose between chasing a big moment or valuing his real relationships. While he admitted to considering similar confrontational moves in the past, he ultimately decided against it, realizing it could pigeonhole him creatively. He remarked, "So I don't think that put Kendrick in a box. I don't know if I necessarily respect it. You know, we all make decisions. I'm sure he'll be good. He's talented, as you know what I'm saying. Say, rich baby daddy is like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal. Wow. He's like, you know, like, man, my daddy got it, you know what I'm saying? It's like my daddy control the spins. My daddy got the my daddy Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucy, so all of his streams in the number. So Drake and Kendrick have been throwing little digs at each other in their songs since forever. Then Kendrick really turned it up on his 2022 album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers when he named dropped Drake on the track Father Time, talking about Kanye's decision to end his beef with Draco. And speaking of Kanye, he's up there saying he got tricked into ending the beef. But we'll talk about that later anyway. Back to Kendrick and Drake. Their long-standing feud blew up big time in March when Kendrick jumped on Future and Metro Boomin' track Like That from their new album. Kendrick was responding to J. Cole's verse on Drake's track First Person Shooter, where Cole mentioned the big three rappers himself, Drizzy and Kendrick. But Kendrick wasn't cool with